Tonight on Fox 4 News, to the heavens and back. First of its kind Shuttle launch video. The incredible view from a rocket launcher from liftoff all the way back down to Earth. Dallas police definitely not happy with this man. They say he stole a police car after he was handcuffed. How an innocent person unknowingly helped him hide.
It looked like he was working here.
And just months after losing a son to illness, a grieving family gets yet another blow. The overnight murder that took a second son away.
I wish he would have settled down and you know, leave the club scene.
From the news station, Fox 4, broadcasting live for all North Texas. Fox 4 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Baron James.
I'm Clarice Tinsley. Dallas police are investigating the murder of a father of 4 who was shot while driving in East Dallas overnight.
First on Fox 4, Brandon Todd is live with reaction from the family and the clues police are working with. Brandon.
Well, Baron, Dallas police say they believe this began with some sort of an argument at an East Dallas nightclub. Well, it ended right here with a car crashed into this tree. You can see right behind me there are flowers. There is a picture here, a small memorial to Luis Luero. This is the second death in only 3 months for that victim's family.
It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real at all.
It's still hard for Christine Luera to believe that her brother is gone.
It's still a shock. Of course it's still a shock, and we just don't know, we don't understand.
34-year-old Luis Luera was found dead overnight in the 6900 block of East Grand. The SUV he was driving smashed into a tree. Luera was apparently on his way home from the OK Sports Bar in East Dallas. When firefighters finally got him out, they discovered he had been shot.
We're looking to see if the shooting is a result of something that occurred at the bar.
But Luera's family says the violent way he died was not the way he lived.
He was a family guy. He, you know, loved my mother and our family, and he has 4 children.
Everybody has their own reason of missing him. That's mine. Just a good attitude.
This tragedy has been especially hard for this family. Just 3 months ago, Luis Luera's 11-year-old brother died of leukemia.
Now my mother has lost both her sons, and I've lost both my brothers, and it's just me and my little sister now.
Police say Luera may have been racing with another white SUV shortly before shots were fired. The outcome, his sister says, might have been different had he heeded her advice to spend less time out on the town and more time with family.
I felt like I wish he would have settled down and you know, leave the club scene sooner, but I mean, it's too late now.
Police are now searching for a 2007 white Cadillac Escalade. Witnesses say it had 22-inch spinner rims and paper temporary Texas tags. Reporting live tonight in East Dallas, Brandon Todd, Fox 4 News.
While McKinney police search for the person who murdered a sales agent at a model home, the victim's family is trying to take care of her children. Fox 4's Jeff Crilley is in our Dallas newsroom with more on that. Jeff.
Baron, detectives say they continue to try and interview those closest to Sarah Ann Walker, trying to discover a motive. Who would want to see this single mom dead, and how could anyone be so brutal?
I had picked my son up at her house at 7:30 Saturday.
Randy Tate says he was one of the last people to see his ex-wife, Sarah Ann Walker, alive. Early Saturday morning, he picked up his 4-year-old son, Josh, from his ex's place in McKinney. And by noon, say police, someone had murdered her. She was found beaten and stabbed 27 times inside a model home in McKinney. Some of the wounds were defensive wounds, but police say most were not. Tate says he was the one who had to break the news to his son.
I said, Josh, I have something that I have to tell you that's very, very important. And it's like he knew. It's like a premonition or something. He started crying. He ran away, and he goes, no, I don't want to hear it.
Tate says as the ex-husband, he understands why, as a matter of routine, police questioned him twice and are checking his alibis. He says he was golfing the morning of the murder with his friends, and it's easily verifiable.
Devastating to hear.
Walker's family says whoever did this has to be caught.
Somebody knows something, that somebody's going to come forward, that this will eventually be solved.
Tate says his 4-year-old son deserves justice.
The last thing that happened when we left, I told my son was sitting in the car seat here. I said, turn around and blow your mom a kiss and tell her you love her. And he goes, I love you. And she was in the car, and she goes, I love you too. And that's it. That's the last thing he'll remember, at least.
Funeral services will be held this Thursday. The victim's family is setting up a fund for her children's education. Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
Fort Worth police say 4 robbers hid out in a movie theater until closing time and then beat and robbed a female employee. Fox 4's Lari Barager is live with what investigators have learned. Lari.
Well, we talked to the victim tonight by phone, and she told us that the suspects approached her, told her that they had lost a wallet, and when she went into the theater with them to help them, that they beat her with the butt of a gun. Police late this evening released some pictures, some digital stills of the surveillance video. You can see there a couple of the suspects appearing like they are running toward the exit of the theater. Police say those 3 or 4 suspects hid out in the theaters waiting for the last movie to end, that they attacked one of those female employees. They hit her mostly on the head and in the face.
After assaulting her, they forced her up to the office area in the upper floors of this movie theater and made her open the safe.
The victim was treated at the hospital and released. According to the police report, the robbers got away with about $5,000 from that safe. Police say witnesses told them that those suspects got away in a white 4-door car. They're hoping that anyone who recognized any of the people from those pictures or who knows about what happened will give them a call. Live in East Fort Worth, Lari Barager, Fox 4 News.
Dallas police had to chase down a handcuffed felon accused of stealing a police car and sneaking into a hotel. This is exclusive Fox 4 video of police arresting Maurice Paul Jr. at the Wingate Hotel on I-35. Police say he was pulled over for speeding and put in handcuffs because he had an outstanding warrant. Police say the officer was searching Paul's car when he stole the cruiser, drove a few blocks, and ditched it near the hotel. Then police say he conned a guest into letting him in through a back door.
No, I wouldn't let him in my room, but I mean, I let him in. I was just being nice. I just opened the door and let him in. He looked like he was working here. He had a bag like he was working here, and I didn't, I wasn't really paying attention to his hand.
Police say Paul has an extensive criminal history that includes theft, drugs, and weapons charges.
The Dallas Independent School District has canceled its credit card program, and the superintendent says employees who abuse their cards could be fired and forced to repay the district. According to published reports, an estimated $6 million in credit card spending violated either state law or district purchasing guidelines. The DISD says about 1,000 procurement or P cards were issued to district personnel, and today administrators had tough talk for those who abuse the system.
We will pursue and we will terminate each and every employee that is taken from our children. There will be no sacred cows in this investigation.
DISD superintendent says an independent investigative firm will be hired to lead the inquiry, and some people could face criminal charges. Dallas police are investigating 2 overnight home invasions that may be connected. One happened at this apartment complex near Skillman and Northwest Highway. Police say 3 men dressed in black stole a Lincoln Navigator. Police are investigating where the same men stormed a home 4 hours earlier in southwest Dallas and robbed one of the residents. And we want to make a clarification about the location of that southwest Dallas crime. In an earlier newscast, we showed video of a home in the neighborhood where the robbery occurred. However, according to police, the robbery happened at a different house from the one we showed. We regret any confusion this may have caused.
A House subcommittee will hear testimony tomorrow on the local right amendment compromise. The Fort Worth City Council approved the deal tonight. Dallas Mayor Laura Miller is among those heading to D.C. to lobby for the hard-fought agreement.
And so our special request to Congress is please don't tinker with the elements of the compromise, because all 5 parties really had to work hard to come to this consensus. And if you take out one element of it, then the other parties will disappear.
The mayors of Dallas and Fort Worth and airline executives from American and Southwest agreed on a plan to lift flight restrictions at Love in 8 years. Congress must approve the compromise by year's end for it to become law. The death toll climbed to 190 people killed in an attack on India's commuter train system today. The bombs exploded at the height of rush hour in the country's financial capital of Mumbai. There's been no claim of responsibility. Police believe the 8 bombs were hidden in luggage racks. Rescuers battled heavy rush hour traffic and monsoon rains to try and get to the hundreds of wounded survivors. India's Home Minister says authorities had information an attack was coming, but they did not know the time or the place. Shortly after the bombings, Indian police arrested members of an Islamic group linked to previous attacks.
Security was heightened along New York's subway system as a precaution following today's bombings in India. About 4.5 million people ride New York's commuter rail system on a typical weekday. Last week, the FBI said it foiled a plot to blow up the tunnels that link Manhattan and New Jersey under the Hudson River. Part of the Chicago transit system was shut down today after a train derailed and caught fire. Commuters were forced to evacuate the smoke-filled subway line. Many treated on the spot. 76 commuters were taken to the hospital for treatment. Investigators do not believe terrorism was involved.
The governor of Massachusetts partially blames the head of the state's Turnpike Authority for a deadly highway tunnel roof collapse. A faulty steel tie bar is suspected of causing the accident last night in Boston's Big Dig tunnel system. 4 multi-ton concrete ceiling panels fell on a car, killing a newlywed woman and injuring her husband. Governor Mitt Romney is taking legal action to remove the head of the Turnpike Authority. The Attorney General of Massachusetts says the accident investigation may lead to negligent homicide charges.
Some North Texas roads are safer, in part because of the work of one police officer dedicated to getting drunks from behind the wheel. Coming up, the national recognition the officer is getting for the surprising number of DWI arrests she's made.
Michael Young is the 2-out, 2-run hero of the night. More on the Texas Rangers All-Star MVP coming up in sports.
Temperatures soared once again across North Texas. Check on our weather tracker highs from around the area. 100 from Frank Mills in Arlington, Jack Thomason in Lillian, and Rodney Nicely in White Wright. 103 from Tinterbell in Gainesville. On the other side of the break, we've got a few thunderstorms to show you, creeping a little closer. Take a look at Fox 4 and Doppler radar in just a couple minutes.
Breaking news, video reports, weather, and exclusive features are at the all-new MyFoxDFW.com. It's Fox 4 and a whole lot more.
Dear Dr. Z, are Dodge trucks more than just Hemis? The new Dodge Ram has a new frame for improved ride and handling, and Dodge Durango has an electronic stability program, a technology we invented. What would you expect from the world's largest producer of commercial vehicles?
You forgot Hemi with fuel-saving MDS.
Sorry.
Actors. Get employee pricing plus 0% financing on 2006 Dodge vehicles. If not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days.
Fox Wednesday. These 6 couples will have just 1 week to master a dance style, impress the judges, and win your vote. No ifs, ands, or buts.
The way you beat her bongos.
The smash hit so you think you can dance.
Wednesday starting at 7 on Fox 4.
Hey guys! Today we're going to make fresh Mexican food just like they make at Taco Bueno!
I'll get the cheddar cheese.
Oh, and I'll get the all white meat chicken. Oh, and I'll cut the tomato.
Nice.
What?
Once you learn Bueno prepares their food with only the freshest ingredients, why would you go anywhere else? Try our Chicken Club grilled burrito today at Taco Bueno.
It's more Bueno!
Drive-through open late.
I get what I want. I go where I please.
It's here, and it's big. The Ford Model Year Clearance.
And that works for me. Possibility.
Escape, freestyle, explore, and expedition, taking you beyond expectations. Now drive on us with 0% financing, plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007. That's 0% APR, and we pay for your gas during Ford Model Year Clearance, going on now at your Texas Ford dealer.
Geraldo at Large, California. An athlete left to die after a brutal hit and run. What really happened the day of this heinous crime?
Tonight at 10:30 after Fox 4 News. Closed captioning of Fox 4 News, sponsored by Don Davis Auto Group. Look over hundreds of used cars and trucks in one easy-to-read listing, the Don Davis Used Car Buyer's Guide. Find the Buyer's Guide in this Saturday's Star Telegram.
For the past 4 years, one Denton police officer has led the entire nation in DWI arrests. Officer Lisa Martin has such a good record for spotting and arresting drunk drivers. The Denton Police Department has made her its only full-time DWI enforcer. Officer Martin has been recognized here at home and nationally for her achievements and says she is constantly studying the driving patterns of impaired motorists.
90% of the people I deal with don't have criminal histories, don't have criminal backgrounds, and they don't understand how they can get arrested for driving while intoxicated.
Officer Martin arrested 129 drunk drivers in 2005. This year, while on DWI patrol, she's already locked up more than half that number.
Police in Pelican Bay, northwest of Fort Worth, reunited one of the dogs seized in a raid last week with its original owner. Animal Control Officer Dolores Knight is accused of stealing pets from people in order to sell the animals. Dozens of dogs and cats were seized from her Parker County property. This Cocker Spaniel was traced back to a woman who said that 3 months ago, Knight took the dog because she did not have the proper permit. Knight is charged with abuse of official capacity and stealing veterinary medicine.
Now, Fox 4-Warn weather with Chief Meteorologist Dan Henry.
Well, a sultry night across North Texas with the near full moon out there tonight. Temperatures still struggling to fall below the 90-degree mark, low 90s at this hour. Winds are presently out of the south, 13 miles an hour. The dew point 65. The barometer reading is on the rise. High temperature today, officially 100 degrees. That's the third 100-degree reading of this year. 107 the record high, 59 the record low. Pollen count very low today for grass, the air quality good, and that UV index very high at 9.4. Temperatures still in the low 90s in many spots in the Metroplex. 89 Mineral Wells, 88 Stephenville, off to our east, upper 80s from Paris and Greenville down to Corsicana. Here's a look at Viper 4, and we'll give you the big view here. You can see some thunderstorms once again erupting to our north across Oklahoma. This is the batch, though, I want to focus in on here. We'll go ahead and zoom in on it. Basically, it extends from areas around the Vernon and Graham areas back to the southwest, north and west of Abilene. In fact, as we show you Fox 4 and Doppler radar, give you a closer look at those storms as they try to ease on in from the north and west. Now, they are weakening as they progressively get a little closer to us. The atmosphere here is more stable, and consequently, I think we'll continue to see that weakening trend. But you folks from especially western sections of Jack County into the Possum Kingdom Lake area, possibly as far south as northern Erath County, you may see a leftover shower or thunderstorm from this line as it continues to propagate in from the north and west. I doubt very seriously, though, it holds together as it enters the Metroplex. Take a look at temperatures around the country. Still hot in Phoenix at 106. Pittsburgh, 71 degrees. That window of opportunity, as we alluded to earlier tonight, just long enough to get the game in there, 82 in New Orleans. Here's the weather maps in motion then as we head through the rest of the work week here. Most of the thunderstorms once again riding well to our north as high pressure in the upper atmosphere dominates our weather, sinking air, and that means hot and very humid conditions and virtually no chance of any rain anytime soon. We'll hold on to a slight chance of a shower or storm mainly to the west and northwest of Fort Worth. Partly cloudy at 7 a.m. tomorrow, 79, and we'll head up to 100 degrees tomorrow with heat index values of 102 to 107. Take it easy out there. And temperatures the next 7 days in the upper 90s to near 100, and no signs of any rain.
An Austin area mom wants an apology after she was told to stop breastfeeding poolside. Michelle Hickey was spending time recently with her 2 children at a pool in Kyle. She says she was breastfeeding, much like you see her doing there, when the pool manager asked her to move away from the pool. The manager says Hickey was creating a safety hazard.
They said to me that by feeding my baby on the side of the pool with the possibility of becoming exposed, I could distract lifeguards.
Hickey has the law on her side, though. It says a mother can breastfeed anywhere she's allowed to be. But the city of Kyle now says Hickey violated a city ordinance because at the pool she could not breastfeed and keep her other child within arm's reach. The producers of American Idol are coming to Texas looking for new talent.
The producers of AI are going to have auditions for Season 6 at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio on Friday, August 11th. Judges will also visit L.A., Birmingham, Memphis, Minneapolis, Seattle, and New Jersey. American Idol returns to Fox 4 in January.
And still ahead on Fox 4 News tonight, how the Rangers All-Star delivered in the clutch for the American League tonight. We will hear from the MVP, Michael Young, coming up. And could a change be ahead for one of the racing world's most intriguing superstars? But first, Fox's Neil Cavuto has tonight's Your World Business Report.
Well, a late-day rally lifting stocks. The Dow picking up 31 points, the Nasdaq adding nearly 12 points. The president says his tax cuts are working. The deficit for the current year now estimated at $296 billion. That's down from an earlier prediction of $423 billion. The House passing a bill that bans most forms of internet gambling. Critics say more regulation, not a ban, is needed for the $12 billion industry. 3 people charged with stealing trade secrets from Coke pleading not guilty at their arraignment hearing. The 3 are accused of trying to sell those secrets to rival Pepsi. Google says that it will build a new office and research center in Michigan. The internet search engine company wants to hire 1,000 workers. And you might need some extra cash to gas up. A gallon of unleaded regular now averaging $2.97 a gallon. It's up 4 cents from last week. That's business. I'm Neil Cavuto.
Top tech toys for teens and tweens.
You're good. Make it a good day on Fox 4.
Dear Dr. Z, are Dodge trucks more than just Hemis? The new Dodge Ram has a new frame for improved ride and handling, and Dodge Durango has an electronic stability program, a technology we invented. What would you expect from the world's largest producer of commercial vehicles?
You forgot Hemi with fuel-saving MDS.
Sorry.
Get employee pricing plus 0% financing on 2006 Dodge vehicles. If not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days.
Now, San Antonio's best getaway is even better because only SeaWorld Vacations offers you the very best of San Antonio plus the best of SeaWorld, including Believe, the sensational new Shamu show. Visit SeaWorld.com to plan your perfect family vacation.
We're proud to join with Comcast to present the Mayor's Summer Reading Program.
It's not how many books you read.
It's that you read.
Readers are leaders.
He kind of looks like a baby. Come here, I'm gonna eat you!
This guy's crazy.
Baby back.
But you want to know what's even crazier? Settling for anything less than DirecTV.
Baby.
Especially now, since you can get 4 months of their best programming for free.
Come on! Get in my belly!
Get your fill of our best programming package free for 4 months. There's good TV, there's better TV, and then there's DirecTV.
At a department store, you can get a big and tall suit for $475. K&G has big and tall suits that look just as good for less than a quarter of that. At K&G, you'll find incredible savings on a wide variety of men's and women's extended size fashions. K&G Fashion Superstore. For men, for women, for less.
Gary's asked me, what do I pack? What do I do here? What do I do there? Where do we go tonight? And I'm like, you know, we'll be fine. Like, I'll let you know what to do. But I know what it was like my first time. And he's gonna have a great time. I'm really happy for Gary.
Ranger shortstop Michael Young, an old hand at this all-star stuff, making his 3rd straight appearance in the Midsummer Classic tonight in Pittsburgh. His teammate Gary Matthews makes his first trip. For the first time in 15 years, the Rangers do not have a starter in the All-Star game.
From the Texas Rangers, infielder Michael Young. Outfielder Gary Matthews Jr.
Former Ranger Kenny Rogers does start for the American League tonight. Decent outing for Rogers. It's Jason Bay with the breaking ball. Brad Penny of the Dodgers strikes out the side in the first, but in the second, Vlad Guerrero takes him deep. 1-0 American League. Bottom of the inning, and it's David Wright of the Mets with the equalizer off of Rogers. It's a 1-1 game. National League would take a 2-1 lead on a wild pitch. To the 8th now, Gary Matthews only at bat is successful, goes the other way with a base hit, his first All-Star at bat. But it comes down to this. 2 on, 2 out in the ninth. 2 strikes on Michael Young, who delivers that 2-run triple. The American League comes from behind, wins the All-Star Game. Haven't lost an All-Star Game in 10 years. They win it 3-2. American League gets home field in the World Series. Young mobbed by his teammates, including Gary Matthews, as Michael is the MVP of the 77th All-Star Game.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty big highlight in my baseball career. I think everyone dreams of having a big hit in the All-Star Game. Even coming to the All-Star Game is humbling enough. But to be in this situation now where I have an All-Star Game MVP is pretty exciting. I'm happy about it. I can't wait to get back to my teammates in Texas now.
Rangers open the second half in Baltimore Thursday. You saw the All-Star Game on Fox tonight. You'll see it on this network through the year 2013. An agreement with Major League Baseball keeps the World Series, All-Star Game, and other playoff games on Fox for the next 7 years. Mavericks have whiffed on their latest free agent try. Point guard Mike James agrees to a 4-year deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Avery Johnson had visited with James in Las Vegas yesterday, but a call today from Kevin Garnett helps James decide to pick the Timberwolves instead. Could Indy Racing League star Danica Patrick be moving to NASCAR next year? Reports in Florida quote Patrick's father, who's also her manager, as saying that he's trying to get his daughter into the Nextel Cup circuit. Reportedly, TJ Patrick has talked with some NASCAR teams about making the move. Danica's contract with her IRL team ends after this season. Doocy's Doozy back to the All-Star Game. Michael Young doing it all tonight. The 2-run triple drives home the go-ahead runs, and he closes the game with that catch. He'd been a well-kept secret around the nation, but maybe not so much after tonight. The All-Star Game most valuable player, Michael Young. That's Doocy's Doozy, and that's sports, and kind of an exciting night.
Sounds good. Thank you. Next, a never-before-seen view of Space Shuttle Discovery's dramatic liftoff.
Fox 4 Sports is sponsored in part by Mercedes-Benz.
Start a summer romance that lasts a lifetime. The Mercedes-Benz Summer Event. Cruise into your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for great lease and financing offers on select models.
The thing is, everyone wants to save money on their car insurance. You ask if they want a free Geico quote, like asking if they want free pie and chips. Of course they want free pie and chips. It's pie with chips for free. But pie and chips, you can get them anywhere. Geico quotes, made from scratch, just for you. Only at geico.com.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Dr. Robert Jarvik, inventor of the artificial heart. The average heart beats 2 billion times. The heart is amazing, but high cholesterol can lead to heart disease. Lipitor can help. When diet and exercise aren't enough, adding Lipitor significantly lowers bad cholesterol, 39 to 60%. If you have several common risk factors for heart disease, Lipitor is clinically proven to reduce your risk of heart attack. And more cardiologists surveyed said they'd prescribe Lipitor for their own families than any other cholesterol-lowering brand. Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. You need simple blood tests to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor if you are taking other medications or if you have any muscle pain or weakness. They may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Lipitor is one of many treatment options to consider with your doctor. It's your heart. Ask if Lipitor is right for you. Visit Lipitor.com for a free trial.
NASA has released a new video of the historic 4th of July shuttle launch.
Cameras mounted on the solid rocket boosters provide a never-before-seen view of that bumpy ride. A few moments after liftoff, you see the rocket separate from the orbiter and then fall to the ocean. NASA installed the cameras as a safety measure to see if anything falls off during launch.
All right, coming up on Good Day, see the top technology for teens.
Then do-it-yourself spa tips you can use at home.
Plus hear Big City Rock before they hit the stage at the Gypsy Tea Room.
Good Day starts at 5 a.m. In the meantime, we're always on myfoxdfw.com. Geraldo at Large is next.